Imagine treating yourself with the same kindness that you offer others. How different would life feel? I am talking about self-compassion. Firstly, it's important to recognize that self-compassion isn't about letting yourself go off the hook or avoiding responsibilities. It is about acknowledging your imperfections and vulnerabilities with compassion and a constructive approach. Welcome back to Minds Therapy with Victoria, a channel where we acknowledge the seriousness and prevalence of mental health issues, believe in the transformative power of the mind, our hidden gem, and commit to mental wellness with consistency and courage, building resilience step by step into healthier minds. So, what exactly is self compassion? Self compassion is the practice of treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support that you'd offer a close friend in times of struggle. It is composed of three elements or principles as described by psychologist Dr. Christine Neff. Let's go through these three. The first principle is self-kindness versus self-judgment. Instead of harshly criticizing yourself for mistakes or shortcomings, self-compassion encourages a gentle and supportive approach. For example, if you made an error at work, instead of saying, I am so incompetent, you could remind yourself that everybody makes mistakes and I can learn from this. The second principle is common humanity versus isolation. Recognizing that imperfection and suffering are part of being human can make you feel less alone in your struggles. For instance, if you are overwhelmed by parenting challenges, reminding yourself that many parents experience similar difficulties can foster a sense of connection and reduce feelings of isolation. The third principle is mindfulness versus over identification. Being mindful means acknowledging your emotions without suppressing or exaggerating them, allowing a balanced perspective. If you experience a setback, rather than feel self pity or ignore your feelings, you might say that this is a tough moment and it's okay to feel upset. Now, let's look into why self compassion matters in therapy. Self compassion isn't just a luxury, it is a therapeutic tool with profound healing power linked to lower stress, better emotional resilience, and greater well being. Self compassion profoundly impacts our mental and emotional well being. When we treat ourselves with compassion, we create a supportive inner environment that fosters growth and healing. Now, studies indicate that self compassion can enhance motivation, contrary to the belief that being kind to oneself leads to complacency. If you are self compassionate, you are more likely to learn from your mistakes and persist in the face of challenges. This is because self compassion reduces the fear of failure and the self doubt that can paralyze progress. Moreover, self compassion promotes healthier relationships by learning to love ourselves, by learning to have compassion and kindness to ourselves, we become more capable of extending that kindness to others around us. This can improve our capacity for empathy and understanding, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections with those around us. Finally, self-compassion can improve physical health. Engaging in self-compassion practices is associated with lower levels of stress hormones, reduced inflammation, and better overall physical health. This holistic approach to well-being underscores the interconnectedness between the mind, body, and the spirit. Therapists can use self-compassion as a tool to help you navigate your emotional landscapes, encouraging you to speak to yourself with kindness, acknowledge your shared humanity, and practice mindfulness can lead to breakthroughs in therapy. From my own experience, living with Parkinson's disease comes with challenges, but embracing self-compassion allows me to meet those challenges with kindness rather than criticism. It is about recognizing my own courage, honoring my emotions, and allowing myself the same grace that I would give to a loved one. Self-compassion in therapy focuses on fostering a sense of acceptance and understanding toward oneself rather than self-criticism. It leads to less psychological distress, particularly when dealing with stigma. By embracing self-compassion, you might find that moments of frustration or difficulty become opportunities for self-care rather than self-judgment. It can help you acknowledge your challenges while recognizing your strengths, fostering a sense of balance and emotional resilience. Now, let's dive into some practical steps that can help you cultivate self-compassion. Step one, reframe your inner dialogue. Notice how you speak to yourself. If your inner voice is harsh, ask, would I say this to a friend? Replace self-criticism with kindness. For example, instead of saying, I am such a failure, try saying, I did my best and I am learning. Step two, practice self-compassion in moments of pain. When you face a setback, do not be harsh with yourself. Pause and acknowledge the difficulty instead of suppressing the emotion. Use self-soothing gestures. Place a hand over your heart and affirm, this is tough, but I deserve kindness. For instance, if you feel rejected after a job application, remind yourself, this is hard, but I am capable of finding other opportunities. Step three, embrace common humanity. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and experiences difficulties. This can help you feel more connected to others, reducing feelings of isolation. For instance, if you're struggling with a relationship, think, many people go through this. I am not alone. Step four, cultivate mindfulness. Practice being present with your emotions without judgment. This can help you process your feelings more effectively and respond to them with compassion. For example, if you're feeling anxious, acknowledge your feelings by saying, I am feeling anxious right now, and that's okay.